Assalamualaikum, my name is Khalil Rahman. This is from BCG. So for Miss Alia, this is my presentation for helping skill 2 project 1. First is introduction. So helping skill approach to use support emotion, physiology or practically challenge, foundational in professional in counseling, social work also, and education. This skill focus on empowering individual to find solution. First is self-awareness, healing, and professional growth. Key model include project, client-centered therapy, and again skill helper model emphasizing acceptance, problem, qualification, goal setting, and also action. For case study summary, first is this is case study about building trust and alliance among adolescent survivor of trauma in group therapy. First, a participant adolescent age 15 until 17 with trauma history, abuse, neglect, and violence exposure. Program 12-week group therapy led by a licensed clinical psychologist specializing in trauma and adolescent mental health. Goals is help to participant process trauma and build trusting, healthy relationship through trauma informal core and peer support. Initial challenges: adolescent who was suspicious of both adult and peers struggling to share personal experience and express emotion. Social withdrawal: some participants withdraw from social interact due of trauma, making group engagement difficult. 3 trauma symptoms: hypervigilance, anxiety, and emotional dysregulation hindered open communication and relation building. 4 is fear. Vulnerability: most avoid discussing their trauma, fearing judgment and rejection from the group. Move to issue case study. First is trust relationship building. Adolescents struggle with deep distrust due to past betrayals, particularly by caregiver or authority figure. This more difficult to form healthy relationship, leading to slow progress in group cohesion and bonding, reluctance to share. Two is reluctance to share. Participants were afraid to judgment, shame, ridicule, making them hesitant to share their feeling and trauma experience. This reluctance hindered group communication. Sharing and empathy are key group therapy, but many felt vulnerable and insecure about opening up. And then social withdrawal. Some adolescents insert themselves due to trauma, avoiding interact and remain silent, distant in the group. And then second is symptom of trauma. Participant is able to hypervigilance, anxiety, and emotional disgust, making engagement in therapy difficult. Next, in issue in the case study, participant feel judgment, rejection of or the participant fear judgment, rejection or further hurt, making them reluctant to share their trauma and feeling. This hinder progress, as vulnerability is essential in a group therapy. Second is lack of support peer. Participants initially struggle to understand and empathize with each other due to their own pain, leading to a lack of peer support and connection with the critical group therapy. And then emotion dysregulation. Many participants experience emotional overload or numbing, making it difficult for them to manage their emotion and fully engage in therapy. This dysregulation is disrupt the therapeutic process, increase anxiety and stress. Okay, and then next is basic helping skill. First is active listening. Involve the giving focus, empathy, attention, and knowledge the client. Experience without judgment. This help building trust and make adolescents feel safe to express themselves. Okay, and then empathy. Empathy involve understanding and sharing the feeling of others, helping trauma survivors feel validated and less isolated in their experience. It reassures them that their feelings are understood and taken seriously. And then cognitive framing. Okay, the cognitive framing, and this technique help to individuals shift from negative distorting to more positive and realistic truth. Is crucial for trauma survivors who may blame themselves for their trauma or feel they can never trust others again. Okay, next, assessment. First, the assessment help monitor the progress and emotional state of trauma survivor through the therapy tools such as self-report questionnaire and emotion regulation skill. Measure change in trust, emotional regulation, and peer relation. And then second is example of assessment use is initial stage. Use a trust skill assessment to assess participant to trust level and the start providing insight into a relationship building capabilities. Okay, and then mid therapy, administer an emotional regulation questionnaire to evaluate how participants are managing the trauma-related emotion. And then third is end of the therapy. Use a peer support assessment to measure how connected and support participants feel by their peers. And then last kali for the conclusion. This case study show how well-structured group therapy program help adolescent trauma survivor by trust and meaningful relationship by incorporation trauma-informed co-connective behavior technique and peer support. In improve emotional regulation, trust, and self-confidence. Key skill like active listening, empathy, cognitive framing address distrust, emotional challenge, while structured assessment ensure ongoing process in healing environment. That's all for me for my presentation for project 1 Happy Skill 2. Thank you.